Welcome, everyone, to the McVan O'Keefe Arena here in Peabody, Massachusetts, with the 30th annual Carlin Cup. Peabody Tanners against the Fenwick Crusaders, and it's senior night. I think it's hard to see, Stefan. I don't know if you can see the seniors and the parents and grandparents. Oh, great. One of the captain cheerleaders, Bridget Souza, with her parents, Lisa and Lenny Souza. Captain Abigail Hershey was just announced with her grandfather Paul and grandmother Linda. I think that's Nicole Powers with her mother Gina. If you can see, they're just behind the they're just behind the glass. We're going to see if we can get some of those. I think they're showing off all the new shirts here. I was just talking to Coach Leonard. Boy, the parents really came through in this season. Those jerseys are great. There's Danny Prado with his parents, Tammy and Doug. Chris Goggin was the next one up with his parents, Linda and Jim. Can you do that one? Can this go look that way, though? Oh, it's showing, okay. Can you keep it like you were just showing it just then? I think that. Next up was Anthony Hart with his parents, Mike and Kim. Here's Donnie Shaw with his dad, Donnie, and mother, Colleen. Owen Brewster and his parents, Carolyn and Rodney. Captain Aaron Dolan and his parents, Kate and Eric. I'd like to thank Kate for everything she's done with the boosters this year. Seems like she's everywhere. I know I'm leaving out some of the some of the other booster parents. I'll certainly try to get those names before the end of the game today. Last but not least, that's Patrick McCarthy and his parents, Cynthia and David. Well, Peabody coming off a good 2-0 win over Lynn this past Saturday. 1-0, they scored an empty netter to make it 2-0. Lynn, no fluke this year. They've only lost a couple games, but it seems like Peabody, and I'd have to put Lynn and in Gloucester, I would think. And right behind Marblehead. It seems like Marblehead's just in a class of their own right now, and they're going to be the ones to get knocked off. But I think Peabody's going to have a real game in their hands here against Bishop Fenwick this afternoon. Fenwick coming into this tilt at 9-7. That's 18 points. I read in the news the other day that they haven't been in the postseason for 6 years. 6 or 7 years. So, they're starving. They want to, and they want to get those 2 points today. They don't want to put up. They've got 2 more games at hand after this. But that's going to be an added incentive for Bishop Fenwick to come out flying here against Peabody. Got some stats here. Coach Leonard, besides being a great coach, he's always got a great stat sheet. Owen Brewster with the most points on the team, with a team leading 17 goals, which is just a phenomenal amount, total of 25 points. Chris Gillen, not very far behind him in the point department with 22, 8-14. Nick Merriman with 16, and Ethan LeBlanc with 15 points, skating with Nolan Shaw and Connor McCarron. Connor and Nolan both with 7, but Ethan with 15. It really shows you the talent of that junior forward. And Donnie Shaw in there with 9. Actually, he's 6th on the team, 5th on the team. Again, it shows you what kind of offensive skills that Donnie has back playing defense. Nolan Shaw, Tim January, Aaron Dolan, McCarthy, Doucette, all with 5 points. So, and Aaron McDonald coming in this 8-4-3. I think the big stat with Aaron's is a 1.64 goals against average. That is just a great number. So. Let me see some out there. Peabody's power plays at 19%. Penalty kills at 96%. I actually never knew that. 96%. They've killed off 74 of 77 penalties this year. Just a great number. So I think probably the best stat of everything that Coach Leonard brings here is he's got goals by period. In the third period, we've outscored the opponents 23-2. First and second periods are pretty even up, but geez, that just goes to show that you never give up. Always keep your legs going. The game's never over. 23-2. So, maybe we could just say a little bit. This is the 30th Carlin Cup. I actually had, and I guess it's the privilege to play for Coach Carlin only for 1 year. I was a sophomore, the 71-72 season, Coach Carlin's last, and there's really 2 things I can remember about Coach Carlin. Number one, he just simply knew hockey. It was his 25th year as a coach, and he just knows his X's and O's. He knew game plans. He knew where to play. But I think the one thing, and as a 15-year-old kid, I really, you really don't realize this, that you can command respect by just the way you present yourself. And that was really Coach Carlin. He wasn't one to get in your face. He wouldn't swear at you. He wouldn't yell. But when you said something, you listened to it, and you heeded his advice. He knew what he was talking about, and I really give him credit for that. It's something that I, at the time I really didn't, I guess, appreciate that much. But now that I consider myself an old guy, I guess, I can see it. I have a lot of respect for people that have a presence like that, that can get their point across without yelling, swearing, and and just being loud, I guess. So that's my takeaway, and I just consider myself fortunate that I had Coach Carlin for 1 year. I played on that same team with Coach Ruggier and Coach Costa. Coach Ruggier was a senior on that team, and Coach Costa was a junior. And so those guys had more years with Coach Carlin than I did, but really good coach, nice guy. Again, here, and I'd like to thank everybody from PVMHS Telecommunications today. We've got a truck shoot going, and out here today's camera crew is Stefan Jandrasevich, Vincent Champa, and Matt Smith. The director, Jim Palmer, and I'm your announcer, Kevin Mulhern. So yeah, I just want to out here a good shout out to all the guys from PVMHS. Peabody with only one game remaining after today's game. There's a Wednesday contest against Concord Carlisle. Kind of a scheduling quirk, I guess. Fenwick has 3 games after this one. I only saw 2 on the schedule, but they said they were 9-7, 16. They played 20 games, so. That's Steve Ferrani on our PA system. Steve's son, Steve, I'm not sure if he's a junior or not, but he graduated last year. But Steve's back every home game to be announcer, and I give Steve a lot of credit. I tell you, he does a great job. If there's anybody that should be going to, doing college games, or is Steve. He's actually works for Delta Airlines. I think it's Delta. And he said he was the PA guy in the terminal. So maybe you heard Steve at work if you took any flights out of Delta the last 15 years. But Steve does a great job. Nice guy. And again, welcome back, everybody, to the McVan O'Keefe Arena here in Peabody, Mass. with the 30th annual Carlin Cup. Peabody Tanners versus the Fenwick Crusaders. This has really been, the Carlin Cup's been really back and forth, folks. The last couple of years it's been against Beverly. But before that, Peabody won 11 straight. I think, though, if you look back, I don't have the, I'll have to get the stats, though. It's about even. So Fenwick, about 20 years ago, Fenwick went on a run about 10 straight. Then Peabody won 11 straight. Again, but the last 4 games have been played against Beverly High School. And, boy, the last 4 years, Beverly's been stacked. Beverly prevailing in 3 out of the 4. But we're back with Fenwick, and just waiting for a great game. As with all the years, they have all the seniors start the game. Danny Prado, Brewster, Donnie Shaw, Aaron Doolin, and Pat McCarthy. Out there for Coach Leonard's Tanners. Ooh, that clunked off Aaron Doolin's helmet, I think. A quick goal by Fenwick. Good pass play by Fenwick. Number 11, Will Bethune. Not with the hottest shot, but he kept it nice and low, and it looked like it beat Aaron Doolin low on his blocker side. Puts Fenwick up 1-0 early in this game. Puck thrown in deep. Crusader bench. Chris Gillen's got it right out front. Oh, just wide. Chris Gillen. Anthony Hartnett along the boards. Back to January. Good save by Lombardi. Bobby Lombardi, the Fenwick goaltender. Here comes Fenwick with a full steam. Oh, Aaron Doolin just taking him out. Another shot by Fenwick. Looks like they've got free reign back there. I got a stat sheet from Coach Leonard, but it looks like he's changed the lines up a little bit. He's got Cam Anderson out there with Connor McCarron and Nolan Shaw. He's got Brewster, Merriman, and Ethan LeBlanc. So this will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Leonard has changed his lines up. He's just trying to shake it up a little bit. Nick Merriman. LeBlanc. Boy, Owen Brewster was interfered with. Job by Merriman. Brewster's got it. Back to Dolan. Good save by Lombardi. Kept in by McCarthy. That's going to be, oh, I thought it'd be icing on Peavy, but waved off. Nick Merriman finishing his check. Good disciplined play by Nick Merriman. An interference on Matt Townsend. Had Nick Merriman up against the boards kind of awkwardly. I could see Nick coming up and taking a swing at him for something like that, but good job by Merriman keeping his composure. Gives Peabody a man up here. 12 minutes left here. Oh, just couldn't get it through. Back to Shaw. Merriman. Now January in the corner. Back to Merriman. Back to January. Back to Merriman. Oh, just wide. And a score by Owen Brewster. Boy, I tell you, one of the best power plays I've seen. It was Merriman in January. Showed a lot of patience passing it back and forth. But how many times have we seen Brewster right there at the right time, right place, about 5 or 6 feet away from Lombardi with his stick right on the ice? A play like that looks so easy, looks almost a gimme, but Bruce has got to have a lot of heads up to make sure that he's in the right spot to get that goal. Danny Prado taking one for the team. There's a 3-on-2 in their own zone for Fenwick. Good job by January. Chris Gillen over to Shaw. Shaw up to Hartnett. He's got some skating room. Chris Gillen with the wrist shot from a drop pass from Shaw in January getting assists. January just couldn't hold on to that one. Oh, good outlet pass by Fenwick. Oh, Aaron Doolin, though. I tell you, Aaron Doolin is so good at the defensive blue line, standing guys up and stopping that puck. Cam Anderson showing a burst of speed, but broke up right in front of the blue line. Peabody keeps it in. Pat McCarthy over to Connor McCarron. Shift change for Peabody. Probably one of the fastest games I've seen so far. Nick Merriman throws it all the way over to Brewster. Boy, number 30, Bobby Lombardi, takes up a lot of the net, a big kid, but looks like he's got one great glove hand. I think Peabody's going to find that out pretty quickly, that you're not going to score on that glove side, high glove. But to Gillen over, that's LeBlanc. And Lombardi with another good glove save. He is just not letting anything, there's no rebounds, just a stoppage of play. Little pushing in front of the net. Anthony Hartnett got pushed into the goal. They got knocked off by about a foot. If he did it on purpose, it could have been a delay of game or the plays outside, but he got pushed into it, so face-off's off to Lombardi's right. Face-off win by Peabody. Can't get it through the traffic. Oh, puck went off Aaron McDonald's glove hand. Able to put it in the corner, though. Just shot wide. A score by Fenwick. Peabody had a hard time getting the puck out of the zone. It was hard to see how that puck went in from the view I have here, but it looked like the Fenwick player just took a shot on net. Some way it found one underneath Aaron McDonald's blocker. Puts Fenwick up 2-1, 8:53 here left there in the first period. Oh, boy, Fenwick just a little bit too pretty. It would have been a 2-on-0 for Peabody. Comes Fenwick out through, and it's an offside. Fenwick kind of in the transition area, very good. They're coming out of their own zone. There's a lot of 3-on-2s. Peabody's a good team defending that, so you got a bunch of skilled offensive players on Fenwick. Patrick McCarthy in his own zone. Ethan LeBlanc comes there to help him out. Block a save. Ethan LeBlanc tying him up. Nick Merriman coming back. Good back check by this line. Stolen by Fenwick. Throws it back in. Nick Merriman accepts it, throws it in. Aaron Doolin lining them up. I'm sure that player saw that, just got rid of the puck. Chris Gillen's got some room. Good shot by Gillen, though. He went over to his blocker side. I mean, these guys probably see it a lot better than us that this Lombardi is not letting anything in on his glove side. Looked like Gillen went high on blocker. So it's Gillen, Hartnett, and Prado. The line for Coach Leonard's Tanners. January in deep. Over to Prado. Here comes Prado. Plenty of skating room. That's a cross check. Chris Napolino, one of the captains, but it puts Fenwick down a man for the next minute 50, 6:25 left in the first period. Brewster, Merriman, and Ethan LeBlanc. January and Shaw on defense. Good opportunity here for Peabody to tie this up. Kept in by January. Shaw into Nick Merriman. To January. Boy, Peabody just cannot get it through. The defense has got to get that through, even if you intentionally shoot it wide. They were all set up. Boy, what a great play by January. Shot wide, nobody there. Donnie Shaw's going to have to get back. Good play by Shaw. That shot went all the way around and all the way out to center ice. Fenwick picked it up for a 2-on-1. Shaw got back, kind of sacrificed his body, but good save by Aaron McDonald. Comes Peabody come out of his own zone. Ethan LeBlanc's got it. All the way over to Nick Merriman. LeBlanc. Merriman, whoa, what a save by Lombardi. Oh, the save of the game right there. Owen Brewster, he's not afraid to get into those dirty areas where you really got to dig, but he got the puck over to Ethan LeBlanc. Ethan LeBlanc saw Merriman right out front. Boy, but save of the game right there on Merriman. Well, that was a major penalty on Fenwick. I didn't realize that. Peabody is still up a man. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the major penalty. So it was a cross-checking, must have been from behind. Actually didn't see it, so. Here comes Aaron Dolan, plenty of skating room. Oh, and it's offside, and Aaron Dolan was in alone. Oh. Oh, boy. That's easy for me to say up here, but you cannot go offside there. You got to be 2 steps behind him so you don't do it. Oh, my goodness. Aaron Doolin had a full head of steam. Owen Brewster. Right back to Dolan. McCarthy. Boy, Lombardi with that glove hand. He was on his knees. He kind of, almost like a third baseman, would pick up a grounder. Good face-off win by Fenwick. Good job by Hartnett. Oh, boy. Hartnett over to January, then over to Donnie Shaw. One of the few rebounds that Lombardi's given up. Unfortunately, went right to the Fenwick player. Fenwick able to steal, and still a minute 19 left in the major penalty. Comes January, they're giving him plenty of room. Nolan Shaw back to his brother. Nolan back to Donnie. Boy, and he picked up another one with his glove hand. Peabody must have at least 10 or 12 shots. And I tell you, Lombardi saved 90% of them with that glove hand. Here comes Donnie Shaw. I think one of the refs tonight is Pat Yo. Turning to a good referee. Oh, Nick Merriman just over the net, but Pat Yo's son, very good defenseman for Peabody half dozen years ago. Back to January. Donnie Shaw trying to get it through, but Fenwick doing a good job. Back to LeBlanc. Just wide. Aaron Doolin throws it over to Ethan LeBlanc. Boy, good hand-eye coordination on Fenwick. Ethan LeBlanc passed that puck a good 18 inches high. Fenwick player able to just deflect it out of. Yeah. Stolen by Doolin. Oh, and it's right out front. Back to McCarthy. And it's a goal, another one by Brewster. Boy, Owen Brewster right at the right place at the right time. Little bow and arrow celebration. Good for Brewster. Not sure who, but there's a lot of dirty work involved in getting these goals. And let's see who got the assists on this one. Peabody's just not letting up. What a game. Tie score, 2:10 left here in the first period. But Brewster's second goal of the game ties it up. Not sure what all the Stefan, our crack cameraman, Stefan Jandersevitz. No, good point, Stefan. No, the goal was off its stanchions. Not sure if that happened before or after. Oh, then if it's off, then there's no goal. Well, sometimes, Stefan, if the Fenwick play is the one that did it intentionally, then they'll let the goal stick. If it was just the both of them going in through momentum, pushing it over, then it won't be a goal. But they wouldn't be talking it over with the scorer, though, over there. They'd be talking it over amongst themselves. Either way, this will be a big goal. It looks like goals may not be hard to come by against Fenwick's goaltender Bobby Lombardi. Now the ref's talking over with the Fenwick. I don't think he's gone over to talk to Coach Leonard yet, so. This decision could have a huge impact on this game, so. It's a goal. It's a goal. If they were calling no goal, that face-off would be down in the zone here. It's 2-2. Owen Brewster with his second goal of the game. Fenwick on the icing. Peabody is blessed with a lot of good forwards, and it looks like Coach Leonard has swapped the lines up here a little bit, but Ethan LeBlanc with Nick Merriman and Owen Brewster. Owen Brewster with it. I don't know why he's got both of them. Boy, Brewster was just playing tough. One thing I give Brewster credit for, he's very good, and I call it the dirty area. That puck's along the boards, and there's 2 or 3 guys jamming, pushing, shoving for it. You got everybody yelling at the refs now. Those are going to be those are going to be matching penalties, though. No man advantage. Ethan LeBlanc on the face-off for Peabody. Back to Doolin, just wide. How important it is that Doolin got that shot through. Very easily that could have gotten tipped in. Boy, Nick Merriman and Chris Gillen on the back check. Puck goes back to Aaron Doolin. Over to January. Peavy unable to get out of their zone. That's out now. Chris McCarthy stopping him right there at the blue line. A lot of pushing and shoving, a lot of bodies going down. Peavy throws it all the way around, not able to clear. Oh, here comes LeBlanc. LeBlanc on a 1-on-3, just couldn't. Wow. Townsend, I hate to be that. He just got the shot. the shot treatment. Donnie and Nolan, the both of them took him out. Oh my goodness, there's two big guys hitting them. Well, boy, folks, this is a great first period. You got the Peabody Tanners 2 and Peabody Tanners 2 in the Fenwick Crusaders 2. I'd like to just to give a shout out to the PAT crew today. The cameraman Stefan Janiszewicz, Vincent Champa, and Matt Smith are the cameramen, and our director Jim Palmer. I can't thank enough these guys out here. They do a great job putting the games on PVMHS Telecommunications. So my name's Kevin Mulhern, and we'll see you at the beginning of the second period. Welcome back, I'll tell you, and welcome back everyone to the McMahon O'Keefe Arena here in Peabody, Mass. with this 30th annual Carlin Cup. A great first period. Peabody Tanners 2 goals by Owen Brewster, and 2 good goals by Bishop Fenwick. If the rest of the game is going to be anything like this first period, we're in for a real great game. Bishop Fenwick coming into this at 9-1, playing a mostly Division I schedule. I saw Masconomet and some other Division II teams, but mostly all Division I, and you can see why they're 9-7. They're a good quality team, but again, they're up against a good quality team in Peabody. Again, here's another line shake-up by Coach Leonard. He's got Ethan LeBlanc with Nick Merriman and Owen Brewster. Puck squirts over to Aaron Doolin. Merriman throws it in deep. Owen Brewster the first one. Good breakout by Fenwick, though. Fenwick throws it in deep. 2 guys on him. Owen Brewster trying to knock it out. Ethan LeBlanc does. Ethan LeBlanc steals. Oh, just couldn't get by the defenseman. I tell you, LeBlanc keeps his feet moving all the time. Fenwick and number 21, Jim Moore. Big fast forward for Fenwick. Here comes Brewster, putting on the brakes. Aaron Doolin's got it, trying to dump it in, blocked by Fenwick. Fenwick gets it, able to tap it in. Nobody there on the point. Puck goes by to Pat McCarthy. Over to Aaron Doolin. Peabody trying a bunch of plays to get it out of their own zone. Yeah, I guess you got to try them, but none were that successful. So Aaron Doolin said, no, I'm just getting rid of this one, getting it out of the zone. Chris Gillen back to Tim January. January back to Gillen. A step too far. Donnie Shaw. Oh, number 24, Greg Matusi. Tried to take on Donnie Shaw, and I don't know if he'll do that again. Kind of got knocked over. Danny Prado throwing his weight around. Trying to do a breakout play. Shaw over to January. Prado, he throws it in deep. Loses his stick and one of his gloves in a mid-ice check. January, good job getting it all the way through. Now, Hartnett's going to go off, and that's not right. That's just not right. He was finishing his check. Hopefully Nolan Shaw's no worse for wear, though. He took a pretty tough hit in the corner. Looked like he fell down awkwardly. This is going to give Fenwick their first power play. Face-off will be off to Aaron McDonald's left. Comes Ethan LeBlanc. Three on two for Fenwick. Good job by Fenwick. Here's Brewster just taken down. Boy, and Donnie Shaw just sacrificing his body for about the fourth time tonight. It deflects the shot up into the netting. Now they call Hartnett, but they don't call the guy that just tackled Brewster. What's up with that? Still 53 seconds left in the Fenwick power play. Merriman and Gillen out there. Face-off win by Gillen. Right over to McCarthy. McCarthy clears it out to center ice. Here comes Gillen. It's a 1-on-3. Gillen's got speed. Good breakout by Fenwick. Donnie Shaw gets it and flips it out. Nick Merriman. Oh, he didn't see Nolan Shaw. Nolan Shaw wide open. Oh. Boy, Lombardi's playing such a good game, but he came out of the net and tried to make a play, and he almost blew it for Fenwick. Nolan Shaw. Back to Doolin. Right out front. Can't get it through everybody. Aaron Doolin knocks it out of the zone. Cam Anderson with plenty of skating room. Plenty of room. Time to make a play. No problem taking a shot, though. Again, what the Wayne Gretzky said that 100% of the shots you don't take never go in. So. Here comes Fenwick with a 2-on-1. Napolino showing some good sportsmanship. He's doing just what he should be doing, but no, Aaron Doolin going out on a penalty. Boy, I just don't know. A couple of crummy calls on Peabody. Looks like it's interference. I mean, I don't know, folks. Again, that's why I'm up here and I'm not a ref down there, but puts Peabody down again. Face-off won by Fenwick. Napolino, he does a good job of slowing it down, getting control of the puck, looking for somewhere to pass it to. McCarthy and Donnie Shaw kill this penalty, the rest of this penalty. Ethan LeBlanc and Brewster face off, one by LeBlanc. Really impressed with number 19, Chris Napolitano. Just showing a lot of patience, got a good shot off. Still 47 seconds left in the Fenwick power play. Fenwick's got it. Good block, a save. Little kick by Fenwick. It's Peabody having a hard time getting out of their own zone. Oh, Danny Prato almost in all alone. Alertly clears it, making Fenwick come out of their own zone now. Boy, Peabody dodged a bullet there. That went off the inside of the post. What a shot by Fenwick. Peabody dodging a bullet there, letting the Fenwick forward come up in all alone. Walked right in, took a shot from about 20 feet. And he hit the inside of the post. Good save by Aaron. Right off the face-off. There's another one right off the face-off. No way that was going to happen to Ethan LeBlanc for the third time. Aaron Doolin out to Brewster. Brewster broken up right over the blue line. Nick Merriman over to Doolin. Tried to find Ethan LeBlanc and just couldn't get there. Here comes Fenwick again. Oh, what a job by Donnie Shaw. Kept in by Fenwick. Donnie Shaw sticking his leg out. Ethan LeBlanc clears. He was looking for Brewster. .7:22 left here in the second period. Score still tied 2-2. All the scoring coming in the first period. Off to Nolan Shaw. Puck squirts back to Tim January. It's going to be a trip on Fenwick. I'm only calling the game, folks, but I have not seen any of these penalties. Our Access Television crew, especially our director Jim Palmer, he's got a great setup over here. I don't even have to watch the game with the electronic setup with the TVs that Jim's got. But maybe that's what I should do to pick up more of these penalties. Here's Shaw. Over to January. Good save by Lombardi. Lombardi has not given up any rebounds. That's one of the few, so good shot by Peabody. Nick Merriman around. Ethan LeBlanc comes up with it. Back to Shaw. Save January. Trying to get it out front. Back to January. Another shot to score by January. Just what Peabody needed. A good score by January from the point. We'll have to see if that's January's goal. Yeah. Puts Peabody up 3-2. Peabody showed a lot of patience. Even some good cycling on that power play. January's really worked so hard. Great to see good things happen to guys that work so hard. Puts Peabody up 3-2. Danny Prado throws it in the zone. It's going to be back. That's going to be an icing, and it's no icing. Aaron Doolin's got plenty of time in his own zone. Just flips it out to center ice. That's a delayed offside by Fenwick. Gives McCarthy plenty of time. Hartnett gets a shot off. Hartnett trying to hit anything that moves down in that defensive zone. Back to Aaron Dolan, he keeps it in. Boy, Patrick McCarthy. Boy, that's going to be a major penalty. Patrick McCarthy's head. I certainly hope McCarthy's okay. That happened right in front of us, and you could see his head hit the glass. Again, I want to get the right injured player here. Stefan Jandrasevich, my cameraman. Yeah. It was McCarthy. Patrick McCarthy looks like he just got his bell rung. He was right in that area when you're about 3 feet away. But that should be a 4-minute penalty, a 4-minute major. .504 left here in the second period. Let's see what kind of penalty. I can see the ad discussing. That's Pat Yo now. I think he's going to, because 2 players are going off, I think he's going to wind up getting a misconduct on top of it. Let me just check the scoreboard. Yeah, 4-minute major on Fenwick. That's their second one. It certainly wasn't intentional. I could see this. The head coach, his name is Chuck Allen. He's done a great job. He's got these kids playing so hard. Oh, off the post, LeBlanc. Another save by Lombardi. Back to January. Shot of January. Boy, you just can't shoot it on Lombardi's glove side. He goes everywhere with that. Coach Leonard works on the power play quite often in practice. Coach Leonard, a gifted offensive player himself, and he must be loving seeing how these guys are playing this power play tonight, this afternoon. Back to January. Saved by Lombardi. Back to Merriman. Over to LeBlanc. Back to January. Back to January. Just a shooting gallery right now. Another save by Lombardi. Donnie Shaw keeping it nice and low. Looked like it was right in Lombardi's stomach, though. That was a minute of offensive zone time with Peabody in possession of it, 95% of that. That was back to Aaron Dolan. Gets a shot back. He's still got it. Back to Chris Gillen at the point. Oh, and he shot it wide. Anthony Hartnett tried to tip it. Fenwick able to clear. Pat McCarthy's back, no worse for wear. Good to see him back. He'd be able to throw it in. That's McCarthy going after it. Fenwick able to clear. Prado. Chris Gillen all by himself, showing his speed. Oh, one of the few rebounds. And right to a Fenwick player. Kind of some lousy luck by Peabody there. Owen Brewster, back to Shaw. Oh, and just wide. Chris Gillen, back to Shaw. Shaw into Brewster. Puck goes to Chris Gillen. Just wide by Shaw. What a power play by Peabody. Back to Shaw again. Back to McCarthy. Shot it wide. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, and Fenwick clears. What a power play. 35 seconds left. Ethan LeBlanc throws it up to Brewster. Kind of drop pass, but stolen by Fenwick. January, all the way up to Owen. He's one of the fastest guys. No penalty. One minute left here in an icing on Fenwick. Boy, you really can't say enough about that Peabody power play. 4-minute major. Unfortunately, really no scores to show for it. Offensive zone time the whole time. Patrick McCarthy back with it. Connor McCarron, stolen by Fenwick. Aaron Doolin just throws it over that blue line, just what you need. Peabody keeps it in. Just wide. Like that was a hand pass on Peabody. It looked like it was a high stick if it's just outside the blue line. Hand pass would have been all the way down the other end. 8 seconds left here in the second period. Peabody up 3-2 over Fenwick. Donnie Shaw tried back to LeBlanc. Oh, LeBlanc. Oh, little flutter in on Lombardi, forced to make a save with 1 second left. Kind of like a little scribbler went into him. Like almost like like if he hit a baseball off the end of the bat. But what a great period. Tim January came up with the goal to put Peabody up 3-2 in this 30th edition of the Carlin Cup. I'd like to put a shout out and a thank you to our Access Television crew today. The cameramen Stefan Jandrasevitz, Vincent Champer, and Matt Smith are the three cameramen. The director Jim Palmer. These guys do a great job putting these games on Access Television 4 times a week. And I'm Kevin Mulhern, and I'll see you at the beginning of the third period. Okay, and welcome back, everyone, to the McVan O'Keefe Arena here in Peabody, Mass. With this 30th edition of the Carlin Cup. Great second period. Peabody scoring the only goal, putting the Tanners up 3-2. It's really hard to believe that this is the 30th Carlin Cup. I'm probably showing my age here, but I think I can remember the 11th. Been almost 20 years since I've been calling games. So again, just I've done this shutout a couple times already, but today's crew from Peabody Access, 3 cameramen, Stefan Jandrasevitz, Vincent Champer, and Matt Smith, and Jim Palmer, the director, always does a good job, not only directing but just coordinating everything. What games we're going to do, and just a good guy to deal with. Well, here it is, the start of the third period. Peabody Tanners 3, Fenwick Crusaders 2. Fenwick able to throw it in deep. Aaron Doolin. Nick Merriman. Good job by Beers. That's going to be an icing on Fenwick. Should have been icing on Fenwick. Owen Brewster back to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to get back up to Brewster. A lot of scrumming going along. Pat McCarthy and one of the Fenwick players tangled up. Fenwick starting this third period with a burst of speed. Puck goes into January. Anthony Hartnett over to Prado. Prado throws it in. Chris Gillen can't get it through. Prado back to Shaw. Chris Gillen taking one for the team. Good to see Anthony Hartnett, though. He'll stick up for anybody. Chris Gillen taking a couple whacks at the puck and wound up taking a couple whacks in his upper body and went down, but Hartnett right there to defend him. Cam Anderson, Nolan Shaw, Connor McCarron out there for Coach Leonard's Tanners. Face-off won by Fenwick. Fenwick throws it all the way over. January pinching in. Shaw throws it in the corner. Cam Anderson throwing his weight around. Shaw's got it. Trying to get it out front. Oh, Shaw just tipped it wide. How important it is to get it through. Shaw just redirected that. Ooh. Shaw broke up the play to his brother Donnie. Donnie broken up. Tim January's got it. Nolan Shaw throws out center ice, stolen by Aaron Dolan throws it in. Owen Brewster the first one on it. Owen Brewster trying to do a couple of passes to himself off the boards, but looked like he flipped it up and hit one of the Peabody players in the glove. Faceoff's going to be all the way in the Peabody zone off the Aaron McDonald's right. Scrum right out front. Aaron McDonald playing shut down. Here comes Brewster. What a play by Layton. Took Brewster down, though. That should have been something. Don't know how that wasn't a penalty on Brewster. He took him down. He tripped him. It was a great play by Layton, but you just can't trip the guy like that. Chris Gillen into Hartnett. Prado's got it again, stolen by Fenwick. Aaron January's got it for Peabody. Anthony Hartnett's got some skating room. He throws it in deep. Right to Hartnett. Hartnett throws it in the other side. Nolan Shaw first one in at it. Throws it back to January. Boy, right out to the, looked like that was a controlled. No penalty here so far. That was Donnie Shaw taking the man out. Finishing up on his check, a clean check. Aaron Doolin with some skating room. Throws it in on Lombardi. Fenwick got it through his. Both teams playing a little tentative here. Most of the plays in between the two blue lines. It's going to be an icing on Fenwick. Fenwick came out of this third period with both guns blazing, first couple of shifts. Then Peabody's come back with a couple good shifts, and then the past couple minutes just kind of like they're back to feeling each other out. Well, a lot of the plays in center ice. Puck squirts out to the Fenwick player. All the way down, they throw it in deep. Squirts out to Donnie Shaw. Boy, number 10, Jake Mitchell. Not a very big guy, but certainly can throw his weight around good. Face-off win by Gillen. Donnie Shaw just wide. Kept in by Gillen. Stolen by Fenwick. Boy, Prado all over the ice. Stolen by Fenwick, though. Good. Donnie Shaw with another block shot. It's got to be half a dozen by Shaw. Puck squirts out. Fenwick, nobody at the point. Prado blocks it. Just wide. Oh, what a save by Lombardi. Keeping this a one-goal game. There's a 2-on-1 for Fenwick. And a save by Aaron McDonald. Boy, what up and down playing here. Fenwick gets a good shot off, but you pay for getting that shot off. Aaron Doolin just took him right out. Fenwick showing a lot of poise here, though. They are just not giving up. What a well-coached, that the Fenwick teams before were just not well-coached like this. Here comes Brewster, and he shoots, he scores for the hat trick. Owen Brewster, what a shot. High block aside for the hat trick. And it gives Brewster 20 for the year. Boy, I tell you can't get a better shot than that. Lombardi's got nothing to be ashamed about on that one. I don't think Tuukka Rask isn't going to save that one. 7:40 left. Huge goal here in the third period. Puts Peabody up 4-2. Owen Brewster with the hat trick. Patrick McCarthy going to be a delayed offside. Puck kept in by Fenwick. Fenwick not going away. Anthony Hartnett. Boy, I tell you, Hartnett is one strong skater on, strong guy on his skates. Guy's trying to push him around. Not letting any of that happening. Got a good shot off. One of the few times we saw Lombardi not able to glove it. Was able to give out a rebound. Really one of the few. There's another mouthpiece. I hopefully they clean it before they put it back in their mouth. You always see him every once in a while. Good save by Lombardi. Chris Gillen right there off the post. Oh. Lombardi with the catch. Anthony Hartnett throws it in deep. It's going to be icing on Fenwick. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left here in the game. Peabody scoring their fourth goal on Owen Brewster's hat trick here in the third period. Gives Brewster 20 goals on the year. Have to look back in the stat book for the last person to score 20. Probably was 5 or 6 years ago with the Matt Rogers, Derek Pereira, and Andrew Bucci, three amigo line. I would think one of those guys got 20. But those guys graduated in 2010. I still can't believe that was 6 years ago. Time's flying by. Scrum out front, scrum out front. Like that was offside. Lombardi doing a nice gesture, picking up Connor McCarron's stick. Could have easily just let it sit there and let him go get it himself. Miscue, and that's going to be icing on Peabody here if it reaches the with the new rule change, even if Nick Merriman was able to beat number 10, Jake Mitchell, to the puck, it's going to be icing. One of the good rule changes, people were getting hurting their ankles and getting hurt trying to race for that puck for really not much reward. There's a lot of risk, not much reward for that play. So good blocker save by McDonald. Nick Merriman at the half wall. Back to Doolin. Boy, these Fenwick guys are just picking that puck right out of the air. Stolen by Doolin. Four minutes, 54 seconds left here in the game. The 30th annual Carlin Cup. First game, 1986. A game in honor of one of Peabody High hockey's true legends. He started coaching in 1947. Actually, that's the year that my mother graduated Peabody High. Hate to say your age, Ma, but it is what it is, Ma. And Jack Burke, one of the guys. Actually, I still have a couple of cold ones with him down the AOH in Peabody, but he played for Charlie Carlin in that first. He was a junior, and the Lynn Arena was still an outside rink, and they used to play out in some ponds. So, you can see how things have changed. Puck kept in by Peabody, stolen by Fenwick, and cleared. Donnie Shaw, Lombardi, another glove save. I'm telling you, there's Nolan Shaw, puts on the brakes. Back to his brother, and a good save by Lombardi. Now there's an interference on the guy hit Gillen. Blocker save by Lombardi. You know, sometimes I think Lombardi's got such good presence, puck presence, he takes that blocker. Oh, almost sends Prado away, but Lombardi makes a save with his blocker. And the puck goes right to one of his Fenwick players. So he must be knowing where it's going. Big score by Fenwick. Look like number 19, Chris Napolitano. Whole different game here now. Fenwick only down by one. That third goal, Brewster's third goal, playing big here. Fenwick not going away. Plenty of time left, 3:22 left. No icing. Looked like it was going to be icing on Peabody. No icing on Fenwick. Donnie Shaw throwing his weight around. Stride too far for Brewster. Here's Brewster. All alone. Back to January. Ethan LeBlanc just taps it in. Pat McCarthy back. He's showing no worse for wear. Puck squirts all the way back to the Fenwick defenseman. He throws it in the corner. Aaron Doolin over to Pat McCarthy. He's got plenty of room. No icing. Good play by Doolin, keeping it in. Boy, Doolin, you know, it shows you just keeping your feet moving and hustling. Doolin was 30 feet behind, 50 feet behind the play. Showed a lot of hustle and was able to keep the puck in. Boy, but it was low on the glove hand side of Lombardi with Nolan Shaw standing right there. 149, we'll have to see if Coach Allen, when Coach Allen pulls Lombardi for that extra skater. There's Fenwick, blocked by Peabody. January tries it, stolen by Fenwick. Donnie Shaw, a lot of patience. Here comes Merriman. Just wide. Three on two for Fenwick. Oh, broken up by Shaw. Peabody clears. Fenwick throws it in. Shaw's got plenty of time. To Brewster. "37 seconds left. Peabody not letting him come out. Aaron Doolin steals. Ethan LeBlanc on the forecheck. Fenwick finally able to throw it in. Only 12 seconds left. Patrick McCarthy's got it in the corner. He's not going to let it come out. What a job by McCarthy. And that's it. Peabody comes off victorious. A little bit of pushing and shoving there. But what a game. Patrick McCarthy looked like he was going to just try to clear it, but he put the puck right in his skates. You know, and just scrummed it right in. And he, keep on saying, just did the work in that dirty area. Killed the clock off the last 12 seconds. But what a game. This just did it really lived up to everything. This Peabody came into this game 10-4-4. Fenwick 9-7, a heartbreaker for them. They still need 2 more points. They have either 2 or 3 more games to get it, but boy, these guys really deserve to be in that Division I, and it really shows that Peabody, what kind of talent Peabody has now, that they can stay and they can skate with a team like, you know, a Division I program like Fenwick. Fenwick plays mainly Division I, and they're 9-7, so they're staying in every game. So. It just shows you what kind of program Peabody has also. I'd like to have a last shout out for our Peabody Access crew. Stefan Janusevitz, Vincent Champer, and Matt Smith, our 3 cameramen, and Jim Palmer, who always does a great job. And again, I'd just like to say this is the 30th annual Carlin Cup. As I said earlier, Coach Carlin, I had I guess the honor, to play for him for 1 year, my sophomore year. And, if I learned anything from Coach Carlin was he was a good hockey coach. He knew his X's and O's, but I think I learned how to be a gentleman and presence without yelling and swearing. He was, he really got your attention, out here without doing those two things. And I'll always remember that. It really didn't sink in when I was 15, but now that I'm a lot older than that, I guess it has. So just a great guy, and I think this is a great thing to have for Coach Carlin and in his recognition. And again, I'd like to just have a shout out for all the folks in PVMHS Telecommunications. And why don't we just watch the Peabody High guys? They kind of let them carry the cup around like the Stanley Cup. So, I mean, this has got to be great for the Peabody players. Not very good for the Fenwick players now that. Owen Brewster, I think that's his first hat trick of the year, but it couldn't come at a better time. And I didn't think they were going to need his third goal, but it couldn't have come at a better time. And Tim January scoring a big goal, and giving Coach Leonard for mixing the lines up too. All year, Nick Merriman. A good tradition. Charlie Collins' daughter Janet presents the cup to the winning captains, and this year the boosters put out a great brochure about the Carlin Cup. And Charlie was a St. John's Prep and BC grad, World War II veteran, educator, coach, family man. 1959 Peabody Chamber of Commerce Man of the Year. I can remember Charlie. He was, it was in elementary school on Central Street, up from I'm calling it the old Sieglitz where I went, but it's a housing building now. But he'd have our blackboard sessions down the basement. And I can remember him, we'd pull up in our cars, we'd park next to the building, and he'd be right at the door ushering us all downstairs to make sure we didn't go into where the classrooms were. He didn't want a bunch of nuts, I guess. But Charlie Carlin, a very nice guy. And give all the Peabody guys credit. They played a great game today. Certainly give them a little bit of time to enjoy this too. It's all the players. That's Coach Costa off to the left, Coach Rougier in the middle, and Coach Leonard off to the right. Well, here, thanks everyone for spending time with us on this Monday afternoon President's Day game. I'm Kevin Mulhern, and I'll see you next time down at the rink.